ko twiko bata esum se dontwe no dumaja esum Ghana muntie dwumadie so eye neat.
So I'll say that you made a referral to the Committee on Privileges who delve into the matter of the referral. Mr. Speaker, they have submitted their report to the House, and my own thinking and indeed candid assessment of the situation is that Mr. Speaker, my own kind of assessment of the situation is that once the committee has made a determination in respect of the three persons, the imperatives of Article 97 would automatically be triggered. Mr. Speaker, so my thinking is that even what is captured here as a motion, the purpose of a motion is for the House to make a determination. And I'm thinking that really this is not for the House, it's not for plenary to make a determination. Mr. Speaker, so I think that even locating it on the order paper in itself is unfortunate and indeed unnecessary. It should not have been listed on the order paper. What information that comes from the committee should be submitted to us as a paper. Mr. Speaker, that's where we are, and maybe we have to talk to the issue before we adjourn immediately. Mr. Speaker, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Mr. Speaker, when I first started, I raised the issue about procedure. How come we have a motion listed as item 55, which reads that this House adopts the report of the Committee of Privileges on the alleged breach of Article 97(1)(c) of the 1992 Constitution and Order 16/1 of the Standing Orders of Parliament by 3 honorable members of Parliament during the first meeting of the second session of the 8th Parliament of the 4th Republic of Ghana. Mr. Speaker, my initial issue has to do with procedure, and I said I'm convinced that this matter should not be subjected to a motion that will then need the approval of Parliament. My colleague started by saying that there is a precedent. If a precedent is bad and cannot be foundation on the Constitution, you cannot foist it on Parliament. Let's begin. He cites one example. Let's begin. You are aware that for 6 years since the inception of the Fourth Republic, resolutions in this House were approved by 2/3 majority in this House. Until we entered this House, And the issue came up that what Parliament had been doing for 6 years was unfortunately not based on the Constitution. Justice Annan was the Speaker. So what precedent had taken place for 6 years was dismantled in a day. It was bad precedent. And then resolutions, more than 500 resolutions had been passed by this House, predicated on 2/3 majority. The fact that it was bad could not be justified by the fact that it had precedence. So a wayward president should not have any effect on this House. Mr. Speaker, that's the first lesson to him. Mr. Speaker.
Semeko twiko bata esum se don twa no dumaja esum Ghana muntie dwumadie so eye neat.
Yes, sir. Hello, thank you very much for tuning in to Need 100.9. Yes, yeah, and if yata Mohoye, Mema Mwache, Mema Mwakwaba. Yatinas ye bianope, ye sinkonya, yanope jumedie, your early morning riser. Way here, your station, our station. That's what it is. Akabes mabe dumie no na nonsiabo anopensu no yatna se ne mo ba bedin ko be hene ekoso my Ghana mo enram ra shebe jem senhuru ye ninyina fa eye Ejuma Privileges Committee for di ye say speaker wo beje report no na akwese motion ana de bempa na ese eye ana pe yabeji nchichemu ni muyi teni amesi aka akosi ni kura no na chese otimsi yebeto aso amamo betiase Basabre de babeji nseme etwego we news online portals me ne mo beche kakra na de bon krata no na fie ni aba eye abonten so no ya hwese ne sitie amen fast like say from peacefmonline.com other online portals near domasi. Okay, so near this chassis, you'll see Akufo-Addo sacks Adwoa Safo as gender minister. President Akufo-Addo has sacked Sarah Adwoa Safo as the Minister for Gender, Children and Social Protection with immediate effect. This was contained in a press statement issued by the presidency on Thursday, July 28, under the signature of the Communication Director, Eugene Ahin. According to the statement, President Akufo-Addo did so under Article 81A of the 1992 Constitution. Amampeni Nanado Danko Akufo-Addo. We yi Sarah Adwoa Safo edi. Wasisi awonye gender, children and social protection, swafo biom. Di enra krata no pie ye communication director ma Amampeni ana from the presidency no. Amampeni aso ye ra Eugene Ahin ensa hyase a make say die. Sarah Adwoa Safo wonye swafo as gender, Children and Social Protection, Minister Biom. Yanko enim. Government is sinking cocoa board into debts, making cocoa farmers worse off, minority alleges. Minority in parliament say cocoa board has incurred much debt since the NPP assumed the reins of governance in 2017. enti kumano womo se ekapa na sisia MPP aban womo ba aban mu womo bru egu eye cocoa board so na bebi womo de cocoa board nam sisia no te yanhwe yi a bedumre bi no cocoa board womo be chiron papa kumano no kumano womo wie o womo kasa papa womo sanso womo se instruct Communications Minister to extend deadline for SIM card re-registration. Minority for no catcher man penina na do danko Akufo-Addo. The minority group in Parliament has urged President Akufo-Addo to instruct the Minister for Communications and Digitalization, Esla Owusu Ekufo, to extend the deadline for the SIM card re-registration exercise. Enti akabaye we 2 days won. 30 days are September, April, June, and November. All the rest are 31. So, yeah, so 31 days, July. And then 29 July. Inti aka 2 days. Na deadline, no, just say, untimi register o card debut. Yes, one register card, no, so a same card, na just say, unomano, enye juma. Na no na dom kumano, ayen sentrofo nshie mu enra, wamode to sentrofo enim say, Omampenyin na ado danko Akufo-Addo. Womo siresi won kan kire eye ne soafo. Communications and Digitalization. Esla Owusu Ekufo say womo extended deadline no. Na man for dodo na en register ye womo card. Obeye. Wanye. Saying enebe ko omampenyin betie. Na odi asem no aye adwuma. And Amampeni Emfa. Odikro wants 30 other absentee MPs to face privileges committee. Why ni Odikro? Odikro ya wanya. Esi Odikro was say Emrasebe for beye eduasa. Woman so mo absentee o mo chese woman kom Emrasebe dwem. Woman so kura so no woman ko face privileges committee. Who is Odikro? When we get back, you get to know, you get to find out, you get to see. You get to learn. You get to add some for me. All that about Odikro. Why any Odikro? That's what it is. Yeah, that must say. In 70 BHA go our news online portals na menemo a chero ma me faster than from peacefmonline.com other online portals here no ma say e braso say the one krata no so anope ni mu nsabia de bebrem ikeji wa kwodi atranse sanso na kwabra mafun so e kan ho atranse anope ensem no the one krata yeah bo. Okay, all right, so young Kenguma, young Jin 7 city, the Boncratano, anyone.
Jo, Yamatia watching in Prenuswana Chronicle, the Bocratano, and I de Eba. Ushe any mercy or just send people Mayukona and Vinjadrias are 30 years. A brayeti Amayukuno, and no entino and Penifua Mayukunima Mayukunima, Aquaco Jina Cassette, Ushe any Masaya, Uno Orast of an team our near national chairman, Madame Frema Opera Chief of Staff, and our face Urua Justin Kodria. Chochoni ama MPP amayokuro mutiasi omokasa echemuso munkutoni amayokua omope Ghana yeyo na wotemuafo wononuga emfanyire adanimu anu wasi opuni ensanzemu no Chief Justice otemuafo penyini ama membreki tuwa bi se mindi na mimuwa enti brenia posokora adaje ni ho ma menne anaso wo chinenti munhwe na menya madwuma ye mu amubɔ nkuro mu amokansem monkade ye mokanu yie pa na Chronicle ni mwase ya no no de Dome kwa benya brashebedwani woni mwanya fo saradwan wo fesa funfo nyini ababeto ani mu ha samra mi ye ni musa wo gine wo sakiremi na oh my god amni aburochira yeto abama no brashebedwan wo se gon wonko ebrekro na musu gender ministry de ama no wo so wonkwohwe so esensem bebre ne yapamo no na brashebedwafo ede wo no ani brashebedwafo mienu bi e ka ne ho ema ne ye miensa ekwa bedwaku a omo etena setia mrahye no na ebre ho report eba mrahye bedwamu no ekoye nchi wahyew ewo dom dodo ne dom kuma no afa we si enikwase a movie motion we si a movie motion ti motion ene ye de kokoponye we eye the chronicle double crata
na double crata ya friend say Ghanaian publisher nim ha wode mame Sarah Adwoasafo Adwoabene onu oyamra sebetani ma de se wodome kwabenya mampani na na adedan kwa Akufo-Addo apam no edi na firi ni dibra wote so say Minister for Gender, Children and Social Protection. Enti ende ya me no kase Adwoabene enna so enye suafo a wo se emofra nipa ye die so bio wo de yemra sebetani pe ewa na wogina MPP amanyoku awiata so se kiane 2024 wo beti enkunim IGP trese GSS for survey na wo mode baaye no na emu nsada enna honom afi MP boss ena only the Africa Energy Week Ghanaian publisher de ho asem waba
na searchlight the Democrat ano enie searchlight baaye no wo chem se MPP amayeko ne se siaka amanyeku a pe Ghana fa wodie Ghana yie yore Ghana kankra eye wo mu NPP ntibro mu di mfinhye aduasen eye 30 years no ena openyin ochocho ade emomo ade ensem we say atodwa na tunga ewo eye danso mampotem wodmo na mampenyin abedi akira akwa commission ultra modern educational facility bi ewo no mu anyasam kro aye pe ni behwa ewo ensem wode ababetoa wade Dr. Mustafa Abdulhamid fonyini ababeto animu say na wokyera no ne NPA boss se eba ye fa wo sensem no ekwan ye fa so aye tuo de ba nsuo nie ebe ye wonkasa ye adwumadie no Nyankopon ye atome bi ba be koso bibre masie no eye African Energy Week ento kwa okasa ewase a eho ansem the statesman Democrat ano ede aba
na the find that Democrat anenim hwanom nso wode mame Sarah Adwoasafo mfani abeto anem se we dia wote no premu an wata se mampani na adedan kwa Akufo-Addo apam mame Sarah Adwoasafo ade na free gender ministry wontie ne ya Adwoabene wona so nya so afo biu wode abrantia Justin Kodua Frempon wo kire se economy no besa bounce back said ye be ya Ghana fo benya gidie ewo MPP amanyokum enkofo akope Ghana card wo mo akwa bodompem mentimi hwase dada ne basabasa ye koso anya asem ketua adayi a wo musa card no ebiniwa nipa ne se wonte wo hwase abusia ye be ko peace 104.3 FM so abansam bebreye ene ya tena se ye de be mamo
Abo no sia peace 104.3 FM suni adishman ma yema munyina ache ensama hodo ayabo no memo ne ama hodo so ena no peye sinkonwa edebremo kasebo ye twa no hodi afa hello 101.5 ewodum kumase ye babe pemo ewo nkran Okay 101.7 neat 100.9 ye worship house ewo Abeka Junction Ghana ha ene ama no ne radio stations ahodo pi ena wo makabum efa kasebo ya to apeti wiase nyina ama obibia enye bi etie ena no pay ye hwe bambom afutu
obi a waye na dwen so be ya krabrisem obebo man wode ho ye beba eya na adwempo no wo mu e kasa kire wo mu na wo tutu anamonnom wadi amanyosem mu gidie abusuakuo mu gidie ana osom emu gidie a obi aye tintiniti na osusu so no pe ne de na ye ene ye nyina so eti mema ho kwan bo bi ma anye tintiniti adani a amanyosem mu na wosanka se ya na ekonti ankohanti menti ase ye bebo man ana mi gidie mu no mesom gidie mu no se na wose ye niema na niema enkosei eti bebo man ana so mabusua me free mu no kasa meka no ye na wose ye kura dibre ye na wose ye ho bon niema mu ye ho amomu nti memma nkrofo ahye me kutupa makwa akodi bonem sa wo ma ugidie ne ususue we se ye tintitriti wotrim na de kokodi bone a kai se wankohye wuo ewo bra wo su kokum ni pa ye chiw ama oni aban ekohye nkwa na nyina enti ema ho kwan ema obi emfa wo so enkonkoye ne bone anaso ne susu ya waye tinti no wonfa so enkonkoye wei eye bambom nchirechira free peace fm kase bopono so ye ne national security na to basakom edeba
afeyere nsamo ayetodwa kase bono ne edimu akoten ebie mampanyina na adodanko akufuado afedie nyame ayadom ama ewura adwasafo wagina adwuma efrenesem
na mrashebedwafo adwuma wo mo ede hihye so etosomienu wa afimu no wode abawieye nra
sanso ena edom kuma e wo mrashebedwafie ese betumi a anka Bost Twin Tower Complex a wo mo eba besie eboa edaso no yenhwehwem
Trefo Emma New Patriotic Party amanyoko ne kyerese e wo muso nei nipa bebresu sesikasam ene omining toto ya enkoyi enti ama MPP enyeku a e wodi mpa nenso Wamu betutu kuna namon ediesiye.
Sanso no dia futo ama wamu aben efa enfirinyuma mu enimdia hodomu ya wamu eboam ya sesa gani isi kasem ne adwade enim se mofra na sadisuafo afe no wamu ahyase a wamu a efiri wamu nyuma ya ase no ya wamu mfa won no wamu ntete won.
Yeko amnoni nsemu a Russia ni Ukraine ntokwa no entwaye na ye kase ye Ukraine for ebo won ho to se Kiev ene mpotamu bia Russia for agya kentenso no obesan agye wade
we ne nsankaya hodo ena no pe ya bobo ni nyina no asinkonwa edebre mu asedan koma this way chocolate drink ope breakfast papa this way chocolate drink Ghana koko pa koko kan yankasa ene ye de aye 3 in 1 esichire wom milk wom ena koko etidi uhia nsuhie anase bia wunya toasted bread bibo fruit ana meat pie bishesheshe a wo de aboso breakfast papa ena this way ede ebre wadaruma eno so yasemedika seboya bakenkan for eyeme mame biama kwa fomene
nana ya kunedu afeka sebonu musemni mrashebedwafo adwuma okokoye ewo afi etoso mienu ewo ye mrashebedwa etoso enwochi obroni sem 8th Parliament ewo ye 4th Republic imunom wo mu hye mu etoso mienu ewo afi etoso mienu mu ode aba ewieye enra na mrashebedwafo ama wo mu so enra sanom obesa akofie ho nkonwasie na nya bibi na ese putupuru ene ntie beto sa afre wo mu a jese October bosomene na wotwe ya edinkan wo mo kwa na wona setene etoso miensa na wo hye mu a etoso miensa third meeting ene na wo mo kwa akoye na bra wo ma wo mu so nom edom kuma ba no dani onmunyamfo Haruna Idrisum okanfo mrashebedwa mu chiamehene Right Honorable Alban Sumana Kingsford Bagbin Sem Ninkani nie papa aboa amefie ne ntoto omo ye ne omo adwuma aso ani.
The answer may capture what appears to be what is my closing remarks. Mr. Speaker, you are providing good leadership in making this parliament strong and in making it accountable. Continue to do so. Mr. Speaker, the Ghanaian people are going through excruciating hardship, and we need to sit together in a national conversation to find answers as to how to ameliorate the suffering of the Ghanaian masses, not just left to the executive, but in tandem, working with Parliament. The tax exemption bill, this House must stand strong and firm in protecting the public purse when it's eventually passed.
Na ne de achi na dom kese ba no dani onmunyamfo sei chairman sabunsun so e kan fo mrashebedwa mu chiamehene na be de akirefo mienu ene mrashebedwafo mutimi ba ma mu hyiemu eye nkoso afei bills ahodo ya wo mutimi agye atumu no so waka ho bribi.
Just last Monday, the Minister of Finance raised the media review, and we're discussing the proper procedure to transact that business. The Speaker, I want to pray colleagues to use the recess to touch base with their constituencies, and also for those committees that have referrals to use the recess to transact business on them. Speaker, I want to thank you for the leadership that you and your deputies have shown to us, and also to thank the clerk and his assistants, colleague, the minority leader, in whom I'm sometimes well pleased. And today, I'm not too sure that I was pleased in what he endeavored to do.
Onmunyamfo Alban Sumana Kingsford Bagbin so eda wo mu nyina ase enemwa.
Committees will still be sitting, and you heard the majority leader draw your attention to some pending business, which some committees will have to come and consider. The parliamentary service is available, and we are prepared to support and facilitate the work of committees. But I want to thank all of you for your cooperation. I want to thank you for your understanding, and in fact, the very vibrant, educative engagements that we have had so far during this meeting. With this, I wish you all well, and I'll proceed to adjourn the House.
Onipenini yetini ni eche yun munyafo Alban Sumana Kingsford Bagbina wayem rashe bejamucha mehne.
Edom kume omra shebe dwafie se betumi anke yenhyase ne yenhwehwemu efa Boss Twin Tower Office Complex ya womo eba besie na se ka womo kyese yebebo ewo ho no eye $78 million na ochiremo esemfimpi mienu ene dunsia bra na sa brema mpanyida da John Mahama eti akonwa so no sa Boss Twin Tower Office Complex kuro ya womo besie ka no womo bebo ho no $39 million na no ena yape kusamra shebe dwane osaye minority ranking member on energy John Jinapo ene central for twin komo enra en which mu say e ba ne sen ena ebo no ahwiri kwosoro saa na se behwiri akwoso kra nye saa $78 million no entimpanyufo mra no mechirim.
Boil Storage and Transport Company. Africa created me scandals with dream catastrophically proya a course on near him say baby ready a subecha but and yenya and krata I just a year or more office complex Mr. Wada con Esha says OC IMPP buying a born call do say a $39 million or this is our office no boy dodo and inti omuya who investigations investigations to call no BB access who na enya no kura keke na minimum kasa isa contractor almost say 39 endorse dodo no ene yensa kan krata excess bulk oil storage for no omo fakulty kwanso increases our contract na ene minimum kasa akodru $78 million so she sa 9 million na omusina
Yape Kusau Mrashe Bejene Osai Minority Ranking Member on Energy Committee Honorable John Jinapo and Outene no yen central for Emmanuel Akoli ene William Gentu ene Boan Semiano Bai.
Na dia wasade fi mrashebe dwemba ye bi ne safedie mrashebe jafo agebosia bi atumum ye €135 million ye de ekwako design ya ye phase 1 was swame interchange ne akwan a efiafia ho was swame wasante mantamum na emu ensam no mrashebe dwani o wompotamu ho wono aso ne dom kase ba no danim onmunyafo sai chairman sabunsu ene de ehwasem eto mrashebe dwam okopeja ahwasem honom na so amafo kaya na watwe mienu ntamu ani ene omanfo bi ye wosoame ebo mrahye bedwani tutuo sem woma kwan nye wo muhunu de wo ye de boa wo mo ehun sem no na apagya dada wo mrahye bedwam na oba beto ahon komobo so emampanifo etutu anamo sese waje bosia atomu a wode kwakoye ho adwuma na bra mrahye bedwani wo ho munyafo seche mensa bonsu kasa no sem ekwan ne tibie wo mo de enye esofa edin enunti odamra shebedwa no ase so mapene so ma yenya bosia yede kobo ho bra
So sharp that these articulated trucks that are flying the road every now and then cannot climb because the gradient is very sharp. I want to believe that when construction begins, this will be taken into consideration so that we have a reduction of the sharpness of the gradient so that we have better arrangement of the traffic flow in the area. The Speaker, I should thank my colleagues for adding their voice to this. But let me say that certainly the beginning of the construction would generate some inconvenience. It is one of the reasons why I have gone to Swami magazine to explain to them there were some drastic conditions that had been created by the construction of the road there. And people were complaining about the dust. Not good. But certainly the construction of this interchange is going to generate much more dust. So I've gone there to inform them about the pendency of this. Unfortunately, some people didn't understand and it ended up the way it ended up.
Oni poka say on munyafo say chairman sabunsu na ne de achi na dom kuma ba no danim on munyafo Haruna Idrisu ka kyerem rahwebedwam committee no ehwe akwan ne akwantempo so ne say wo mo so ngine wo mo ani e wo akwan ayie e wo my Ghana mu de de beba ho no mo hunu say ekwan bia ya yi sika se de koye ya agebosia se de koye no ye be ne yie ne enkoye ne pepe dwomfo de bia
It's important that we follow through and make sure that the value for money is done and is done in exercise of our oversight in protecting the public purse and in ensuring that we have quality. I know the leader of government business himself has some background. He knows what is called alpha layer, what is a normal layer, and what is one layer. Therefore, he should religiously police it so that the work is executed. Mr. Speaker, why this road is important is that I sometimes use it when I want to cut off from Kumasi through Techima on the way to my village in Wayamba Tamale. And therefore, Mr. Speaker, the traffic there, sometimes you spend more time than you would have journeyed between Kumasi and Techima.
Onipo kase cheyi eyon munyamfo Haruna Idrisu edom kuma ba no de ne yensantre fo mienu Emmanuel Akoli ene William Gentu ene dinsem yi ebaye.
Krata Freeman penye asoye ababeto dwa ese sesi ade nyame ya dom abrewa yipoma kwanu ama osoafo ano no ene da asoye a wo hwe ma ne memma mofra ene asetena mu bambo eso ya wogya na dwuma eto hono bosumi bebre akini no mampenye de krata ababonte agina Ghana ya mamra article 81 so eyino edi na so wagye na dwuma no e de free ne nsam na oswafo yi eye honorable Sarah Adwoasafo ya oye dom kwabenya mrahye bedwane mampanyi kire se bra wagye adwuma na free ne nsam no obekoso a ahye oswafo ohwe ahonidie ne nsuo ehon sansam ye maame Cecilia Abanada Pass wonkoso a ehwe asoye no eso kopem bra mampanyi ebeheda ato ne nsa ayi obi fofora ono ene ba akohwe asoye ohwe ma ene mema mofra ena setem bambo eso krate Abrantie Eugene Ahen ya oye Director of Communications mampanya soye ena nensa eshase
Trefo Emma New Patriotic Party amanyoko no lawyer Justin Frimpong kodua dia to just say na nsensem bia nkrofo beso omde bachire MPP so gidie pa de omanfo gidie atonsuo mu MPP honom enya de bebu omabam amenu nti omatia da na ewiase nyina sikasam won twetwede ewiase nyina di asosom pidie sana ho kire ya ba COVID-19 ne Russia ne Ukraine ntokwa no nti na baya na mona wotutu bie IMF akogina wompona no ebomu so betimi ekura yemu abia na yetimi agina yem na se petrol buo ehuri kwam ama yesika sidi ne so dollar etweno abo so na so ebra lawyer Justin Kodua ekasa ewo ebra woda MPP fie aduasa fisha de diase enura wo party atenkese mu no wo se MPP aban ebekoso atutu na mompapa na omo de oman sika sama hyehye yie ama yefiti bia bone no ayewo mu anu nti ama nkrofo gidie ehihim no emu.
One district, one factory. Obeka Free Senior High School, they buy massive road infrastructure, acquire, railways, that's a Ghana. Yenam countries through those who are Nanka Yakoyanim, Ayen Fufian to 2019. COVID, pandemic buyer, COVID as a coach. Mekasa could we say, the Dutum say, Nemo, no more Ghana. In your we say, you feel COVID, Ukraine, Russia, photo Kasabe, as a Chia coach. No, you say Ghana for say, a Pamacho, MPP Amunya Jide 2001. No man. MPP amunya gide omu 2017 na no man ko ya ye ni di Free Senior High School by and na asema e free na mamone no ma yekoso abeto ye no monje Akufo-Addo abandi say se o de beba no in record time no e be say se kwan dada no so amempuntu adwuma abomem ha
na enwachi okasa kire MPP fo a wo mudin kitahudie enim sem breaking the 8 no wo muden kabomu ene ntiase wo mude wo munya obia ma obia nkire na dwe no mo soso enkire sede tebia ne mu esitie ebeboa amatumi no a wo mo press obe breaking 8 no etimi aba abayo mudia
ye party enche ye beto aba nipa obetu franka na maye 2024 ye beto aba esusu ye parliamentary candidates. Yes, and say, yeah, national officers there. I hear Steven Tim Edano. Ya can, yes, Sisubium, Sisu Pise, yea, now Obiachi, yet they bear neutral, said the Bruni Canono. You be Jan Film, say, Beya, if we are MPP, the Baby Bia, so Mayor Franco 240, or non Yabasomano, Sasu, yes, regional officers, constituency officers, Omunas will be any new film, Ninjama Party for 9 decided, we are. And Kabom the idea about Bama breaking the 8 Kawa Semino, yes, said to me, Madame Yamas.
Onipa kasa yi MPP amanyoko trafo penny lawyer Justin Frimpong Kodua Pius Beidu Bansen de amaniboi ebaye.
Pro Vice Chancellor ya Other Research, Innovation and Development at Noah University of Ghana, Professor Felix Sankoma Asante, and what they ato abayenim ankrankranyumako akese ne nketo nyina. Ese eba adisuafo a womo ewo nimdie sonko ewo business mu, womo ewo adwene ene ade a womo emfa won form show ma se won tete won se ne ebeya saa enimdie kita won no ebetimi abaye nwuma akase na bibia mankrofo enye bia ye odin semi to dwabra 2022 demo day air students enterprise pitch competition won de ehye so na o chese dwumadi British Council na esi won na so na wo fa so edi to dwache mu ese adesuafo bebre nei won ewo suapo ahodo mu no won ekita nimdie sununku bia ebinom ankasa wo suku a won esua de no womo ahyase ebiebi womo enwuma edi saafo no wo se enwuma kwa akase na etase womo edu womo hwe womo ase no mutimi etete won se ne ebeya saa nimdie no emu bepi na womo free school mu fi pepepa womo nwuma womo biebie no emu ebetimi atramo mei
tiade aye ne se ye identify talents no so enye se obi ye chemistry nti ne talent ye chemistry wo so hwe nkrofo na eye ade a omo weni ade na of different background but we back together. One idea so I say team building. Into will be free engineering, will be business school, will be free agric normal engagement together. Yeah, way just to equip students and some will be we school no. Now only be beer with me. I enya ni daily bread. Yes, stress industry players are buying university no any baby say identifying talents of the youth no should be. We have the capacity and we can help government and society build them up. Well,
na enwachi na peace kasiabo yene womo 2022 demo day no womo edi munkunim ene yebisa won ne ehye womo nkran a womo tu saa na mo no.
The whole motivation was that I and Maunyo and Perpetual, we are really inspired by the works of other people, and we feel we can also be in the job market as well with our soft skills. So Maunyo, like this, is into AI. Perpetual has her own poultry farm, and I've been in marketing for about 3 years now, working for companies while being in school. So I think the drive came when we all realized that we had the potential, and then we decided to sign up for this program. And then look, here we are. From personal experiences, there are no jobs out there. Trust me, you can only you can make it out with your own skills when you're in school. As you're learning your books, as you're learning your own trades and stuff in school, please take note that you need to develop your soft skills as well. So you need to develop, if you have a passion in a particular thing, don't wait to completely go on. Learn it as you are. The internet is your friend. Google everything out.
Ene a woti yi adisuafo a wo mudi nkonim ewo 2022 demo de no emu ama moakwa ojampa ene bo ansemi anobae
Eye Peace FM no sia kasebo ye homeso agyaboa fon krato ye basisia
The Amoka Chef Freddy's Corner Home Appliances or the Abba Freddy's Corner Home Appliances Center. Home appliances are a ye papabia, a biwo brands Bain, Media, Samsung, Kaiware, TCL, TV, air conditioner, freezers, fridges, water dispensers, and Nidia Kekeka home. Nia ubenya good warranty dear. Of Freddy's Corner Home Appliances Ukokumimli. CCTV a Boama monitor of properties, new business at anywhere in the world. CCTV and Nidaho, a what detector, clear pictures, Wi-Fi connector. Ultimate connector my phone. I monitor baby a Freddy's Corner Home Appliances Abeka Freddy's Corner a Joshua Hodwa or Tom phones and they home accessories no. Fresh 0544 95 9195 and 020 79 37 323 and now so Brako Komemle City Light in Chehwa. Na ya can discounts and a chadia ubetiasi. Freddy's Corner, home of authentic home appliances, phones, and its accessories.
So I come and show and I bought peri the Bronican hardware noa. At the end of the Sawaye, that's how yam so Timswe.
Woba packing a farmer, Martin's liver salt, Tetraquay, and Tem, as she and Shagu glass more at a Martin's liver salt, no back one, no dear goom.
Ubahun say, who a glass in the moon. Now one no. Martin's liver salt, you want orange flavor, and a bacosia plain.
One more, Hobato, Nemum Edina, no, now home to war, who doctor. amen. Yenim some busase ni je ase ne sei.
Asia ne se wo de army na Johnson ani e wo herbal ayaresam bio na nkunimdie adasidie na asia ani abasobode nko a. Se wanso wo hwe apomdim ahotwa wo de abra manfo efiri yentri so ekosi ya na asie. Ehina yade sha army hu ensaw yade. Wo de nro ni abefo efidie echi yade no kunu what time.
Army e de herbal modern was signed the naturopathy and homeopathy kwan ekuye nyarewa.
Say sukuu fofra manone be so ekwan a yade herbal say yade e wo army.
We nyina nti e na yade anigye from say sanye paawo yare bi hihye wo ho ana yare bi abagye konya wo nipadua mu a Allah shafi onyame ne yaresafo inshallah enyame adom a ayaresa beba.
Army wodome wo be old snake flat
Ultra modern branch wa Klagon Tama Road free 020-722-9505 and a 0245-275254. Amen Scientific Herbal Hospital.
Tune it in, turn it up,
Peace FM,
and rip off the knob.
Yada se afeye wie kase bono ewo amononim. Russia ni Ukraine ntokwa no Russia mia wani esusu Ukraine for beso chese mia bi ohon mo nye nkenten so da. Na wo mukro kase Kiev mu sei no Russia for ayire won ho toto atopa ne pa na so Ukraine tutu na moni apese wo gi efiri na na afo fem ho de ebam ye kase nipa enum na wo mo so won ho bi no mawu afoforo aduonu ensia enso eprepra missiles auto ye na ka wo mo ne mpanifo ma ne bo a wo de free Kropinski de aba enonom Bakhmut nso so eho anwoye nipa miensa ewu ewo honom Kiev kotia honom aso enipa dunum na prepare o military base ya ewo ho we nyina chi Ukraine just ejina ne naso ebesa wone won de ebo anim wo mo bridge kese bi ya ewo Kherson ewo so Russia for kentine wo ho ebesa o jekenten so ma Ukraine asoja for no atoto mo de o toto rocket na akoka ma bridge kese no mpo achekuro num amanu nti wona aso ye soja ne we hwan wontumi emmo enhyem na wako eti Russia no Ukraine ntokwa no enyoye wo mo so den.
Kasia bonasi ensimeto dwa ne dimo akoten ebi ene sekrata afrima mpanya so ya ba ya sesi ade nyamea ya dom ewura adwo asafo ya gina dwuma de fre ne nsam se soafo a wo hwe ma ne memma mofra ena afa setena mu bambo eso
na amrahye bidwafo adwuma wo mo eyeye no wode aba ewieye
sanso ena dom kuma wo mrahye bidwafie ede atodwa ese wo se hwehwemu timi koso eden ena boss twin tower office complex aye kwa akosi 2016 na body gina $39 million ene ehwidi ko $78 million akontabuo bi na obi pese odane sika bi enkwanta
na MPP trafo lawyer Justin Kodua kyerese omanfo nkoso nya omumu gidie na MPP fo betimi ahyehye omasi kasem amana se gina yie biom
midi edemame biama kwa fomene
nana ya kunedu
Yeva sine kabiama this way chocolate drink anopay you here eye ensu hie Ghana koko papa and this way chocolate drink ya wunya binomu a eboye papa enkoda yi ko suku anopay abata mo fa nhye wo mo bag mu kama mo abata no susu munum bi de ohia ensu hie ai wo de kwa wo mo teachers no be na kama ede ama wo wadaroma na anopay wo boy chi dom ye de kasebo ebrem yada mo nyina se ama mo mu eniti
Ghana Muntie, Ghana Muntie, Ghana Muntie, Ghana Muntie.
Odisampa Kasia bo Kowaka Tamunsa Amaya se Kasia waje
Onye yimu Nukretrodo Kamadine men kamadine bo
Nitape
Mumayentie Kasia waje 100.9
Kwesi bonkwe
Ghana muntie na mansanya so adawro kofiaman homene so ejiji tonton sansan ewo need 100.9 FM ensem ko twiko bata esum se dontwe no dumaja esum Ghana muntie dwumadie so eye need
Utie oha echi ponkno. Needs FM.
Hey, catch it. List ni nie. And you ma beto to dia me baba no ho ade no. Twem so betumi a. Hey, asew. Hey, now beka. Ya John to mami ensa duku portmanteau. This way chocolate drink. Na kan wo hwe afibia nso beri ni waware ni a. This way chocolate drink. Na kan sia. Oh, asew. Wo den kan no ntumu ho. Me be mo anu nso wo hye kura de aka ho. Wo hwe de wapi ho. Wo ka sa batete e da fom ho.
This way chocolate drink.
Crash up a baba worry.
Aso.
Ye fear said this way chocolate drink, ya sorry, no pan on yenum. Ye bishop fridge no se snack. Ye nya ho ho anu ye de serve wo mo. Ye didi wie ne ye pebibia bogu ya de so a. This way chocolate drink in yenum. And this one what ti anu a, he se kire wom, koko wom, prick wom, bibia wom, ade wo hia ni so se.
This way chocolate drink.
De wo hia ani so se.
FDA ahwe se adwede nkratoe mo agye atum se eye.
Cool, fresh and trendy with a new look. Makes you feel real good, that refreshing vibe. Satisfies you right just the way you like. Do you know? Do you know? Natural mineral water. Feel different. Think special. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Utie oha echi ponkno. Needs FM.
Ghana Muntie. Ghana Muntie. Ghana Muntie. Ghana Muntie.
All this bo. Kasia bo. Kowaka temunsa.
Onye yimu, no cretrodo, come again, bo.
Nita
Mama yentie, Kosi Abwaji 100.9.
Kwesi Bonkwe.
Ghana muntie na mansanya so adawroko fiaman homene so ejiji tonton sansan ewo neat 100.9 FM
na kadu ye de akọ heavy ana me pese me bisa Akufo Addo say bana osi oba ye tiskasu ba komo de ye bana osi oba no me bisa say Ghana kadu ye de akọ heavy ana o ma ye hu kire ya ja ye juba tu fie for so many days ye ba ana mu ko kira mu mbra ya sa be line ya sa lorry fe no obetua ye lorry fe no obetua na o making sure aduane media me to aduane 20 cedi me lorry fe 20 cedi anti in out me to ko se ni na se for anti ni nyina 50 cedi obia so sa 50 maybe do have 6 o'clock in the morning. Look at the time as I'm standing here. Sir, I want to about me. Ante Ajuma a day bia ma ke mi 100 Ghana. Ante fanu ka ho. Odu ya me ya momo ma me bo me no mama odu ya 0597 54 60 86. Agba Victor Joseph mi agbeli mi free voter.
all know that accessibility to the Ghana card today is not available to millions of Ghanaians, tens of millions of Ghanaians, through no fault of theirs. Indeed, just about 2 weeks ago, the NIA was in this house to brief the house, and they themselves considered that not only do they not have offices across all the districts of this country, but that they are even handicapped in terms of even bare logistics, like printing cards, common ordinary printing cards, staff, and other logistics to be able to meet the growing needs of the people in respect of the obtaining of this card. And so they considered that they have challenges for which they sought the assistance of Parliament to get done. So if you cannot afford everybody access to the Ghana card, why are you making it automatic, compulsory? And in doing so, let me quote the relevant portion that the minister is seeking to use. The minister is seeking to use LI 2111. And LI 211, if you read it, it doesn't tell you that it is the sole document. It says it shall be a principal document. Principal is not coterminous with sole. And indeed, we ourselves have had the opportunity to sit with the minister and indicate to her that she should include other forms of identification, such as the voter ID card, which is popular. The voter ID card, for instance, there are over 70 million Ghanaians who have a voter ID card. Can you imagine that if they allow the voter ID card, how many Ghanaians can immediately go and authenticate their SIM cards?
SIM card registration, by Sunday 31st, and she's same biome. Oh, can we be there? Just as a friend in some telephone share money and mean to mean, and can't be. I was semi consulting industry, telcos no, now I hear Pempenswa yet. Any in Sisaya, it's Sunday, and go for phone. All right, thank you so much. English station. Cut.
And Chemubati and Can. Yedia Johanum see our tea and can sabre baby will be yeah, that's the Niso Papa switching with video to our need 100.9 your station, our station. Your early morning riser, Chrisia Wajano pay minimum pound for Abnama for near KG, Wako your Matinasiano pay on working kind of Boncratano. Eddie Amaye. Tell me you find here. When you're Kokobi, when you're this way be. Na ye fiada July ne da to so aduono nkono aka enano mienu pe na enu na chese SIM card re-registration no ye dia kwa kogu deadline say anti bibia mfi aban mu a na chese no ane na chese ye phone no nye adwuma ana sen pa yeah, why do? Now register there no. Right, so yakwa anyway, enra krata bi efi omampani aso ya ba betodwa. Na ora Eugene Ahina nsa hyase, Director of Communications Office of the President. So let me just read this one. Revocation of Honorable Sarah Joa Safo's appointment. In accordance with Article 81A of the Constitution, the President of the Republic, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, has revoked the appointment of Honorable Sarah Joa Safo, Member of Parliament for Domiko Abenya, as Minister for Gender, Children and Social Protection with immediate effect. The Minister for Sanitation and Water Resources, Madam Cecilia Abnadapa, will continue to act as caretaker minister for the Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Protection until such a time that President Akufo-Addo appoint a substantive minister. Signed, Eugene Ahin, Director of Communications, Office of the President. Abnamafu, Jim.
Abusia adia wavakwesika yenu niye. Wase Mame Sarah Adwoasafo etifi asem no kura wase entempe ya wobia ntiebi. Mame Sarah Adwoasafo appointment ya mampeni de man no sabi mpeni safa akwa titira boa wa na yesa no wati appointment no efiri ni nsem na entiremu niye. Sadia ya mamu nsese etie no a atekeyete 1 cross A ama mampeni na nado danko Akufo-Addo His Excellency tumi no saa tumi no na wagina so ehwan Mame Sarah Adwoasafo akonya efri nase waya mrase betani ma adese wodome kwabenya mene wokase mampeni agini dibra se soafo a wo se nipa yiedie emofra ane amansa nyina de so entempe ya with immediate effect watina akonya no efri nsem